What's up, friends, foes, subbies? I just wanted to touch on this subject real quick. Mental health is real, you guys. Nobody deserves to be abused in that way because it can really be detrimental to your life, to your growth, to your health, all of that. This post was made by Ming Lee Simmons, Russell Simmons' daughter. She posted yesterday on Father's Day, Happy Father's Day, and posted a photo of her mother. So that triggered Russell. Russell then posts, "Stop telling fathers they should have fought harder to see their children and start asking mothers why he had to fight at all. The father you have is the perfect father for the evolution of your soul and the lessons that you needed to learn in this lifetime." Then Kimora Lee Simmons decides to jump into the shade room herself. Well, technically, she went live and she was just addressing her relationship with Russell and his daughters.
And I never get into this. I usually let people go and rant and rave. It's funny, though, how this particular person in question, because I could go in on a few of them, one by one. But it's funny how this particular person, if you, again, go look back, you'll see on their page that they post all these pictures like we're together, like we're friends. They've even posted pictures and then said, like, I just got off the phone with my kids. They sent me this great picture. None of that's true. I like receipts. So, of course, I have text messages. I have messages from all my kids. You can go and see. I think the bottom line, like probably the breaking point for all of this was over the past many months when their dad just sort of cut them off. He was contributing a little bit of cash to their like monthly, college spending, not much, a couple $100 probably, maybe $500, maybe. And so one day he just kind of cut the kids off. There was no more money coming in, no more like allowance, quote unquote allowance. I think he probably did that just to double up the expenses on me, which is no problem. I stepped up, I did it. But when he did this, it was around just before finals and graduation. It was some months ago, just before finals and graduation. And he did it without telling the kids or talking to the kids or anything. He did it, it's funny, after he did an interview with, I heard some clips from an interview with this young man. I don't know, but I see him a lot. I think his name is Academic or DJ Academic. Oh, happy Juneteenth, you guys. We're doing all this on Juneteenth. Come on, let it go. Let it out. So I saw in that clip, that was some months ago too. You can go and reference it and find it, where he told this guy, he was on and on about this guy. And I think it was about old school hip hop heads and how you should honor them, which I believe you should. But he was saying to the guy, like, I'm so rich, I got this and I got that, and I'm this and that. None of that could be further from the truth. He has turned around, and then again, I have records and evidence of this where he's told the kids in writing, we have it, text messages, I'm broke, I this, I that, I can't, go get it from your mom. Now, meanwhile, I have been financially carrying this person probably for the last at least 10 years, myself and my ex-husband. Again, this is all proven with receipts, so if whatever, somebody doesn't like what I'm saying, we could talk about it. We can come, we can open up our receipts. I love it. I love receipts. But I've taken care of this person to the tune of many, many, many millions of dollars to help with their bills, their overhead, their companies that they run into the ground, their unsuccessful bids, all of their stuff. I don't necessarily speak for my kids, but I think I could take probably a good shot at it. They're sleeping right now because it's not even 8:30 in the morning. But my two oldest girls, they're young women. They're young women of the world. I think that was very tough for them, that their dad like kind of cut them off and cut off conversation and cut off helping them. And he's even said things to them like, why did you go to college? You shouldn't have gone to college. You wasted that money. You could have saved it. While I'm up here trying to hustle the kids over the finish line. Didn't just start to see my kids. We didn't just go through a divorce. We went through this divorce, I don't know, 20 years ago, 20 some odd years ago. So this is not a situation, again, you can get receipts, you can go see where they say like, oh, kids been brainwashed, but we've been fine up until these past several years. So, what happened? All of a sudden now the kids are brainwashed. All of a sudden now these young women who are grown women are babies. You know, they have their own relationship with you. You have your own not existent relationship with them. I'm just asking that you please leave us alone. You know, I've tried to go to lawyers and get help. I've tried to show all the crazy texts I've had to block. Like, you do crazy shit, like send flowers to yourself and take a picture and post it on the gram and tell everybody I sent you flowers. Again, I have receipts of all of this. I have receipts from your office saying that you sent flowers to yourself.
And for those of you who can't stand to read, don't have the patience or the time, or those who can't see the small text, I'm going to read this for you. So Aoki hops into her mother's live and she says nobody relies on him. He's flat broke and won't even get me an Uber at night if I'm unsafe. He says take the subway. Good luck. She then says, we tried to keep it private. He literally taunts and bullies us every day. Aoki continues on. She says she's going to have to block him. Someone must have said something to trigger her. She said, Grace, shut up. He's literally in my phone taunting me about my mother and sister. You duck off. See, I noticed this one comment that I'm going to read also. Somebody said, so y'all going to forget she was 16? My bad. So y'all going to forget she was 16 and Russell was 33? He's out of order. That is not normal. I totally had no clue that Russell was 33 and Kimora was 16 at the time. That is disgusting. That is sad. It's beyond me. But hey, it's part of the game. You know, celebrities get away with this type of shit all the time. Now he's being exposed.
He sent her at the middle of the night to, like, take her some papers to, like, sign away her inheritance or whatever. And then she was like, should I be signing this? And I was like, what? He, like, sends people to threaten her. And you know Ming is a calm person. No, please stop with the bullshit about I hope you find peace and privacy and this is venting. I have been dealing with this my whole life. This is not new. It's not new drama. I already live in the drama, so now I'm just sharing. This is not... There's no therapy you can go to with someone who weaponizes the fact that you don't want to go public, right? Because when he posts something and then I don't respond, because I'm like, you know, I don't want to have drama. And so he's been weaponizing that we don't want to... have drama. I'm not... I care about my family. I don't like to have this out there. But he uses that against you. Well, what are you going to do about it? You're not going to say something. So now I'm saying something. And if you're going to say one more thing about, like, you should be in private in therapy, get off, please. Because I'm telling you, he uses that against me and I'm not going to have it. And my sister and my mother, and I'm not going to have it. And he's going to spin the whole narrative about, oh, your mom turned you against me. I am very independent-minded. You can ask my mom. She has an issue with me every day since I was 4. I want to cut my hair. I want to move out. I want to do this. And she's like, we negotiate all the time. I'm not the type to, like, whatever you say, mommy. I'm, like, kind of an independent individual in that way. She would know. She raised me with a lot of work. So he's going to say, she's not with me. I'm in New York. Like I said, staying with a friend because he will not even give me $100 for rent, which is fine. I'm saving. But, like, all that money you're crying, he doesn't give me $1. Not that you need it, you know. People work. People are 18, 20. They don't have parental support. My mom supports me. Yeah. But that's all I really have to say, I guess. I think I covered all the points. It's been many years, so don't tell me this is just drama that just started. I've been living in it. It's been terribly directed at the children. It's not like I could just stay out of it. We tried. I would be in school, living, happy Father's Day, happy Mother's Day, and my mom, if I asked a question, she'd be like, this is not your concern. But anytime I allowed him into my life, even to have lunch, he would start yelling about tell your mom to do that. And I was like, I can't, what? Cursing, saying terrible words. If you don't agree with him immediately, it's immediately cursed out, foul things. Like, if you don't immediately say, oh my God, I hate my mother too, like, you're in trouble. So, don't tell me this just started. I don't really care if I seem crazy because I know that I'm not. And like I said, I will release every email. I'll release my entire WhatsApp log because I have behaved as well as I could have at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have behaved as well as I could. Please give me some space. I don't want to talk about that. Well, I don't want to hear you say that about my mom. Could you please stop? Please don't call my friends. Please don't call my boyfriend. Please don't call my friends at school. Please don't DM my friends at school on Instagram to harass me. Please don't threaten my job. Please don't send people to threaten my sister. I have done the best I possibly could. And I mean that. On my own. It's not... Because he and my mom have had disagreements. I'm not involved in them. But he forces me to be involved. Even now... He'll say I didn't want drama. I have texts of him saying, go on live. No one will believe you. Do it. Go ahead. Nobody cares. Fine, let's go then. Go on live. See if anyone believes you. I'm Russell Simmons. See who believes you. So, you know.
So after Aoki goes live, she continues on to share these receipts. She says this is all he does when we speak. This is not someone who will accept help. This is just one screen recording. Sorry, I don't always remember to press record when he calls my friends, my boyfriend, anyone to get a chance to threaten and curse and go crazy. So a lot of people were coming for her in the comment section. When I tell you the comments were so bad, I don't even want to share a lot of them. And I almost wanted to unfollow a few guys. There were a few men that I follow that I saw under there, and they were going in on her. And they're like, we don't even know what he's yelling about, blah, blah, blah. This is trying to make a black man look bad, whatnot. We don't know what he was yelling about. But there was this one woman who managed to read his lips.
Okay, y'all, it's really a lot going on. He's doing a lot of yelling, but we were able to make out the end of this video. He says, I'm broke. She stole everything. And that's really all we got right now. Bye.
Here are just a few WhatsApp messages Aoki shared on her story just to prove her and her dad's relationship is just toxic as fuck. So she goes, I'm going live. Come join me. To play that tape of you calling my mother a piece of shit. How dare you? He says, okay, good. She then says, I'll send you a request. You are welcome to be a part of it. I have tried so hard, and look at you. I'm not sure what she's trying to say here, but it says, you are a child. I'm not sure what she's trying to say, but could be you are a child, you're acting like a child, or I am your child. No clue. You guys, you fit it into your narrative if you feel like it. And she says, and a sick man. You deserve everything that has happened to you. And he says, I'm waiting. All right, y'all, I'm going to need you to bear with me. This is my first time reading these messages, so I might sound a little discombobulated because some of this don't make sense. Anyhow, she says, you put us all in, right? We don't know exactly what she said prior to that, but I guess she just wants us to see his responses. And she's in the green, y'all. Keep in mind, she's in the green. She says, just why? I'm out here praying for you and hoping everything goes well. And you call my mother a piece of shit? He then responds, neutral my ass. I don't even appear in your media, and your mother has stolen my money and the love of my kids as she promised. She actually is. Not sure what that's supposed to mean. You guys will make sense of it yourselves. They put it out in the public, so I'm reading it publicly. She then says, you will never, I can't really see what she's saying, but being that these two are connected, I could probably make sense of it. Okay. You will never say that to me again. I'll never speak to you until you die. Don't ever say that again. Wow, what did he say to make her say she'd never speak to him until he dies? Whoa. Jeez. She did not steal it. You lost it. Okay, so she's pissed off that he said that the mother stole his money. Of course. She's sticking up for her mom. You go, girl. And he responds, she is a piece of shit. Wow. She says, understand? you lost it with your actions. So there's a black highlight, and I guess this is her just like expressing herself on top of showing the receipts. So let me read that for you guys. It says, I've had enough. I know I may lose jobs or whatever. I don't even know. I was always a daddy's girl. You can see that in any picture, but he's been awful to me. It's really hard for me to read, you guys, because it's so tiny. He's been awful to me for years, and that's just the truth. Then she states, it's like talking to a cruel child or something. And no, he does not financially support me. He hasn't given me a dime in years. I haven't had a graduation gift, a birthday gift, so much as a taxi ride in years. She goes on to continue to put out receipts. She says, I do my best. I did not side with anyone over any legal business. He's been directly harmful to me. He tries to get at my mom by hurting us. Since I was 16 to 17, he literally forced me into needing therapy, but said sorry. He doesn't have $100 a month to pay for a session. Wow, just 100? Wow, okay. Happy Father's Day. It was nice you were here last year for it, but have a great day, Dad. I love you. I hope 'tis the right day in Bali, LOL. And he responds, I love you. I'm going to try not to get tongue-tied, but this is a very long post that she is sharing, something that she said to her father as to why she stopped talking to him. Dad, I stopped talking to you because you were giving me panic attacks to the point I was placed on emergency medication every time we spoke. I cannot have a relationship with you until that stops. No one stops me from talking to you. My health does. I have to put that first. Every time I spoke to you, you would yell and scream about a legal situation that I can't respond to because I'm not involved. I am your child, not your lawyer, your ex-wife, or any of it. I can do nothing, yet you yell at me like it's my fault. You were putting so much anger and rage on me every phone call, cursing, screaming, and God knows what else. I'm sorry, but I cannot be the target of that. It's not fair. I got to the point, I could not hear your voice without having an anxiety attack. You have the least respect. I'm putting my health and well-being first. Wow. So this definitely explains the yelling videos. There were some people in the comments basically stating that, oh, you're manipulating by not sharing the audio. Who knows what you said to him to make him yell at you like this? Well, clearly she's explaining as to why he would be yelling. He was yelling to express himself about things that were happening in regards to him going broke, him having issues with the mother. He was taking out on her, and she's clearly stating, Dad, you yell at me and I have nothing to do with this. And her mental health was definitely affected, and it's really sad to see. This is Russell Simmons to his daughter. The message starts off at, what equals $250 million of my money? It's obviously mine. Obviously. Last time I'm saying this, I just thought you were busy and traveling or whatever. And I saw his number under Aoki's best friend. Don't respond. He really can't understand your mother, and neither can you. It's okay. Punish me. You aren't stupid. Stop it. At some point, you know the truth. Honestly, I just care about your well-being. I love you. Wow. This message right here, it completely made me feel gaslit. It was like mental fuck. This is what abusers do. And I'm not going to use the N-word. You guys know some people complain that I call everybody a narcissist. I don't. But I can tell you this is very abusive. How do you go from talking like that to your daughter and then you say, honestly, I just care about your well-being. I love you. Well, if you cared about her well-being, you would stop involving her in something that's causing her such anxiety. She then responds, "You are being blocked for not respecting my boundaries. I asked you 10 million times to not talk to me about this lawsuit again. Happy holidays. I love you." She then posts a message and it says, "If I block him or some space, he'll harass my boyfriend, my friends, literally college students, children." Okay, so I'm going to read what she wrote, and it says, "And gave me a panic attack. Don't make me regret introducing him to you." And he wrote, "Literally broke." Okay, I don't know what she says, but it's cut off. It says cool. Maybe she said that's not cool. "I'm going to block you. I don't want to talk about it. Certainly don't text my boyfriend because I respectfully took some space." Oh, so I guess he was looking to contact her and she had him blocked. So she messaged the boyfriend in order to contact Aoki. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay, she said, "Because I respectfully took some space. I try not to block you because what if it's an emergency and you are my dad?" Yeah, so that's clear. She blocked him. He reached out to her boyfriend to basically complain about what a loss he took from dealing with her mother. So he's like literally like taking all this stuff off on the children. I guess that's why the oldest daughter posted what she posted. Happy Father's Day to the mother. That triggered all of this to happen. A lot of people are saying this is not your business. Why are you talking? It's online. It's causing so many people to have so many opinions. So many people are coming for this young lady for defending her mother. And it's wrong. The man clearly has issues. Now, I was reading the comment section, y'all. And in the comment section, a lot of people were like, "You guys need to watch that documentary on Russell Simmons." And I was like, let me go look this up. So the documentary is on HBO Max. It's entitled On the Record. If you don't have HBO Max, there's ways to watch it online for free. If you have Amazon Prime, you could watch it through there. If not, I'll look for the link and the free link and put it down below. Also, I wanted to state that the comment section was literally flooded with people saying, if you want to know who Russell Simmons is, or if you really want to know this, how much of a terrible individual he is, you need to watch On the Record. And so many people were like, what is that? What is that? I never heard of it. And there were some people in the comment section basically stating that not a lot of people know about this documentary. So because not too many people know about it, including me, I would like to share with you the trailer at the end of this video if you guys are still around, and I will find the link to the free watch if you guys are interested in watching it. Aoki continued to post and post on her story. I'm probably going to check it out again because the Shade Room is the last place where I got my update from. But she states, I have done everything I could do since I was 15. I have tried my hardest to not have drama, to be quiet and calm for the sake of the family that I love. But I don't know what a person can do at this point. Maybe if I was older, I'd know. She then says, some of us do think he's mentally ill or experiencing some like dementia. He really acts like he hates and does not know his children frequently. Prior to his media issues, he was really the best dad ever and a great co-parent. He and my mom were best friends. We all defended him against anything, and then he suddenly turned on anyone who will let him lash out. It's a really terrifying change to watch. This is really deep, you guys. Like, people don't realize that there's so much mental illness out there. You can't really pinpoint everything. And no, not everything is narcissism. It just really isn't. This could be so much deeper than that. But the behaviors definitely are red flags of a narc. Just saying. This post from the Shade Room is about 4 minutes long. It's taken from a live that she did. I'm going to do you one better by playing the full live, but I just wanted to read what's on the screen for you now. Aoki Lee Simmons says she believes something may be mentally wrong with Russell Simmons. She says, my father is not well. For years he needs help and won't accept that he refuses to acknowledge he is not himself. He has threatened and bullied my sister, grandma. He has harassed my grandmother in the middle of the night in poor health, sent a man to my sister's apartment at 2 a.m. to scare her. He lashes out on anyone who does not say, "Oh, Russell, everything is fine." Well, it's not fine. If I never get another fashion job again, like he threatens, I'll be a lawyer, I guess, and work in criminal justice. Sure, I love my job, but if he takes it away from me, I won't die. You don't threaten my sister and grandma and mother and say, "Who's gonna believe you? I'm Russell Simmons. Nobody thinks I'm crazy." Well, he is. Wow, wow, wow. That was a lot to take in. Y'all, I'm going to play her full live on Instagram. I'm going to assume this is her video after receiving so much backlash. She went back live. The original live that I showed clips of, I don't have. It's probably on YouTube somewhere. I just really wanted to read these messages for you guys that don't like to read Shade Room posts and stuff like that. So again, I'm going to play the live that she did in response to all of this stuff. And then I'm going to throw in the trailer to the documentary about Russell Simmons and the allegations that were made about him and his behavior. Y'all, thank you so much for even taking the time to watch this. I'm putting it live so that people could chat in the chat if they feel like it. You know, I'm not expecting many people to be on this subject because, you know, there's some things going on. So many things that I could be talking about right now. But I felt like this was important because mental health is something that a lot of people do not take seriously. And it saddens me because it can then turn to this point. She did say that he was a great dad at one point. So that speaks volumes. There's some sort of a change that's happening. Maybe it's the money. Him losing his money made him lose his mind. Like I said before, many times, money is the root of all evil. Yes, it is. I know I didn't make that up, but I've seen so many people change due to money, and it's scary. Y'all get into the live, and I'll catch you on the next video. And prior to me going live for the next, when I tell you the next subject that I want to talk about, y'all, I'm just going to go live just to reintroduce myself to you guys because it's been a minute since we've had conversations. So just look out for that. It'll be, if not tomorrow, I promise you, by Friday. Well, apparently Aoki decided to delete this video from her page, but luckily I saved it before. It wasn't much longer than what the Shade Room posted. The Shade Room posted a 4-minute video. This is actually 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So big deal. You guys, when putting your business out there on social media goes like left, it's really sad. But I mean, this is the world that we live in today. It's like really social media driven. And so many things are being revealed about people that we look up to and people that we view as happy, right? So y'all, let's never look at what others have and envy. Just focus on you. And I know some people are going to be like, well, why don't you focus on yourself? You're over here in other people's business right now. No, guess what? My business is to put the word out there on mental abuse, physical abuse, all types of stuff like that. So that I've made my business. It's helping others to heal. It's helping others to realize what type of relationship they're in. And, you know, I'm on this journey learning as I go. I can be wrong about so many things, but I always come back and I correct myself. So with that being said, let me play the video, and the trailer for the documentary will play after.
I did also want to come on here and say that a lot, like, I can't between a lot of people who are close to him and who have experienced how he has, just lashed out at anyone he can and completely changed the person that he is. A lot of us feel like maybe something was wrong, like mentally, I don't know. He's older, I don't know, but he has completely changed. I will come on here and talk about whatever I want because it's my life and I'm the one suffering. So, he has completely changed. The couple texts I just had, those are only the beginning. I'm gonna go through them if he's gonna, I don't want to post a ton. But if he tries to say that, like, it's not happening, I have screen recordings, I have voice memos of things that it doesn't sound like a human being. He's, like, shrieking and yelling, and, he sounds, like, possessed. So, I will say, I'm not even sure if it's, like, to his credit, but the best explanation I have is something mental going on, because I used to be very close to my dad. He used to be a good co-parent, close with my mom, my stepdad. He was his godfather to my little brothers. We all went on vacation together every year, like, very close, well after the divorce. Everyone was really happy. When he had business ventures, my mom would invest in them, like, good friends. He'd come stay with us, like, we'd come stay there, like, all the time, everyone together. And then really he suddenly just decided that, like, if we don't agree, it's, oh, you're all bitches like your mother, I hate you, all these fucking bitches are the same, oh my, he's just a different person. Like, he has, like, looked me in the eye, and I've been like, I need help. I was in Greece doing a camp, and I was like, you cut off my debit card. I only got, like, couple $100 a month as a minor, and I was like, I'm in a foreign country, and my debit card won't work, I can't even add money to it. Can you help me? And he was just like, no, I sure hope that you don't die on the streets of Thessaloniki. And I was like, no, like, I'm really stranded out here. I need help. And he's like, well, maybe you should ask your mother not to sue me. And I'm like, you're suing her. And he's like, well, maybe when you bitches decide you're gonna, like, be reasonable, I'll help you. And I'm like, this is unsafe. It's nighttime. What? You cut me off out of nowhere. And he did it, like, on purpose. He was like, oh, enjoy camp. I put, like, you're good to go. I put money in your card. And then he cut it off when I landed. So I'd be stranded. My mom helped me. It was fine. Worse things have happened. I'm just saying, he'll, like, look me in the eye and be like, well, maybe when you bitches decide to, like, threatening me. So I felt that was important to include, because if we do continue to get into it, and some of the things that I post are going to look crazy, and I agree, they're crazy, and it would honestly make me feel better if something was severely wrong, because this is just not the father that I know, or the father that I've had. You know, like, to this day, I would never let a man talk any kind of way to me, because my dad was always good to me, and then he just completely changed. So I just want to include that it could be that, and I don't know his mental situation, but, like, he used to do kind of crazy stuff, and then say he had COVID, so we'd all call him, or if we'd say, hey, I need some space, because all you do is tell me how awful I am, and how I have my mom's awful, shitty, bitch-ass cunt genetics. So, hey, like, I'm in school, and can you not harass me when I'm in school? He wasn't paying for school, by the way. Can you not harass me? And then I would say, I'm going to take some time.
I have no idea what happened to the video. It just stopped. All right, y'all, I just wanted to make note. Aoki did delete everything that the Shade Room has reposted. She deleted everything. She did leave this up. This was from 7 hours ago. It says, I have always shown up for my dad as a daughter can. I have always been in his corner. I have tried everything I could try. So she's showing all of the posts that she has posted. Apparently, he felt like she never showed him love online, and she's showing the proof. Wow. Okay, I'm glad she left this up here, because this was mentioned. This was definitely mentioned. He felt like he wasn't getting enough praises from his children, and she clearly has shown. She said, I did the best that I could. Anyway, I'm out of here.
Yeah, this is the demo for Junior Mafia. I think actually Biggie gave me this. the time, Biggie lived around the corner. He was trying to be a rapper. I was trying to be a rap A&R person. We were all trying to be something.
Drew was a young, powerful something who cared so much about this music.
And so when Def Jam called me, I was like, Russell Simmons wants to offer you this job as the director of A&R at Def Jam. I could not have scripted it better.
That's one of the beautiful things about the music industry. There was a lot of mobility for women, but at the same time, there was tremendous amount of sexual harassment.
You didn't get a lot of sympathy for that. That was considered the price of admission.
I didn't tell that many people about what happened with Russell. He just grabbed me. He just grabbed me. And I'm saying no. I was reduced to nothing in that moment. Nothing about anything that makes me who I am mattered.
I had asked her, do you want to go to the police? She was like, no one's going to take me seriously. Who's going to believe me?
If white women are not believed, what do you think is happening to black women in America when we come forward with stories about sexual violence?
I don't have a stitch of violence in me. I would never hurt anybody.
You're worried as a black woman that you'll say something that will have consequences that you hadn't anticipated.
He's the king of hip-hop. The black community will hate my guts. I didn't want to let the culture down. I love the culture.
It's a terrible burden to bear, to know that you might still be judged as somehow being a traitor.
The New York Times called me and said there were other women, but they won't go on the record unless I go on the record. But I'm terrified of the backlash.
We need to be able to make sure that a broader group of women are introduced into the public consciousness.
This is so emblematic of what happens to women routinely. It's a loss for all of us. It really, really is.
I've been alone for 22 years. I thought it was just me.
To go through the assault and then the coming forward.
Everybody was taught things happen, you just didn't talk about it. And so I just always put on this front.
Every woman's story deserves to be heard.
I've been a victim for 22 years. I'm tired of being a victim.
You guys, before I go, I wanted to add a few more clips that I came across on Instagram, but I also wanted to let you guys know that Lovely T and Tough News TV on YouTube have some exclusive clips that were not added onto the Shade Room and other sites. So if you want to hear more of the conversation, please go check out Lovely T and Tough News, TUFF News. As much as I wanted to screen record some of their clips, I said, you know what? No, I'd rather you guys go over there and watch. But when I tell you, those clips are very telling, and it leads me to believe that Russell Simmons, in fact, is a walking red flag, an N-word. I don't want to say what it is because you guys say I use the word too much, but let me tell you, if you watch those videos from Lovely T and Tough News, you'll understand exactly what I mean. But these are a couple of clips that I found on Instagram that I just wanted to throw in here. I tell you, family business like this, we shouldn't be involved in, but it made it to social media, and we just should use this as a learning lesson. And if you're going through this, know that it's not normal and you need to seek therapy. Get some help to cope through it, and you'll grow through it. I just want to read a couple of posts that Kimora posted. Leave my kids alone. This narrative of attacking the only caregiver, the only parent in the home with the kids, the mom, and the kids for one's own shortcomings and embarrassments is dead, dead, dead. The same abusive ish. This is how you maneuver with the world and women all around you. Your threats and lies and intimidation maneuvers and tactics are sad. Stop it, please. your own flesh and blood, enough is enough. You said Aoki and Ming would never work again and that you'd ruin her and them? Really? This is how you learn if people don't mess with you, then they don't mess with you? No love lost. And for those of you who know and send your love and support, thank you. We love you. Y'all, when I tell you, Kimora really exposed a lot of things that I didn't know. I honestly didn't know she was 16 when she got with Russell. He's 70. I didn't know that. So again, like I said, there are so many videos on YouTube right now. And my recommendation is Lovely Tea and Tough News. They have the screen records that not many people do have. So check them out.
Happy Mother's Day. I see so many women on here that I know you're single moms. And I see a lot of guys on here that I know, you know, you guys are single dads. I see a lot of people on here that I know make it work in spite of the odds, that I know make it work when, you know, in spite of being abandoned, pushed to the side, dropped off. You know, I see men a lot of times that spend like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on women, random women and their kids, and not even bother to talk to their own kids or even to send a birthday card or a birthday present or a gift card for a birthday meal, you know, $100 meal at Applebee's. I don't know. Nothing. But they do so much for these, you know, random whatever people, random men and women. So, you know.
Everyone you work with, I had not done anything to him. Anything he says that we've done is like, they didn't call me when I said call. They didn't post a picture of me on Instagram for my birthday. Like, we have done nothing but go to school and stay out of grown folks' business and don't worry about this over here. And it's my dad who, if you unblock him for 2 seconds, he starts telling you what a cunt your mother is. And now she's going to jail and she's an illegal person and she's the worst and he can't wait to watch her go to jail and die. And like, anytime you unblock him for 2 seconds, at one point he lied, said he had COVID. And so we called him like, all right, you know, this is serious. Are you okay? And he's like, no, I just faked that to tell you your mother's a piece of shit. And we're like, all right, good morning. You're 70. Like, grow up. And I never wanted to do this because I'm like in college. I just got to New York. I might not even have a job now. I don't fucking know. Never baby downfalls, you know, I guess if the name helped you get the job, might help you lose the job. I don't fucking know. But I just feel like I did everything with so much patience, and it's like, but you're not gonna text me over and over, calling my mom this and that, and telling my sister this and that, and sending people to threaten my sister. He sent someone to threaten my sister at her house. You know my sister's a nice person. She's a quiet person. Ming would never do this. He sent someone in the middle of the night to like take her some papers.
Baby, they already know. They known your peoples long before you did, baby. You just got here. You 20.
Enjoy.
They 70. They are damn near 70 years old. Okay? Leave us the fook alone. That's all that we ask. Stop threatening my kids. Stop harassing us. Stop lying. Stop posting these things on your story like we're friends. Stop posting this lying narrative. Stop telling the world you're so rich when we know you not. Circumstances and things have taken a toll. Lawsuits and accusations have taken a toll. Tell the truth, okay? If you want to be a yogi, like really live that in your heart. I used to always say from when I was young, if you were a fraction of the dad or a fraction of the person that the world thinks you are, things would be so different at home. And, you know, maybe I am just a powerful, stronger woman, stronger, independent spirit. Because people
against me, I am very independent. Lunch, he would start yelling about what like, tell your mom to do that. And I was like, I can't, what? Cursing, saying terrible words. If you don't agree with him immediately, it's immediately cursed out. Foul things. Like, if you don't immediately say, oh my God, I hate my mother too, like, you're in trouble. So don't tell me this just started. I don't really care if I seem crazy because I know that I'm not. And like I said, I will release every email. I'll release my entire WhatsApp log because I have behaved as well as I could have at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have behaved as well as I could. Please give me some space. I don't want to talk about that. Well, I don't want to hear you say that about my mom. Could you please stop? Please don't call my friends. Please don't call my boyfriend. Please don't call my friends at school. Please don't DM my friends at school on Instagram to harass me. Please don't threaten my...
I wish I could provide you guys with the full clips, but scrolling from page to page, I'm only getting parts of the live, so I just put this together. But again, you might find it on YouTube. After all was said and done, Russell Simmons responds to his daughters amid family drama. I love you guys more than I love myself. I got this from Hollywood Unlocked. In true narc fashion, not saying that Russell is a narc, because I honestly think he's worse than one. He posts a photo of both of his daughters, gorgeous, by the way, gorgeous. And it says, God is testing you a little bit. It's okay. Be strong. They are called growing pains, as you know. We grow through adversity and struggle. You were forced to read my book and hear me preach your whole childhood. Reach back, remember to remember. Smile and breathe. Smile and breathe. You are the watchers of this world, so let go. Be at ease. God is driving and he is working on you. No conditions for sure. I love you guys more than I love myself. Now, again, like I said, in true narc fashion, this is a response that is literally the definition of what gaslighting is. I'm pretty sure they feel like they're wrong for what they did by exposing the truth, because now he's posting in his Zen fashion. This Mr. Yoga is literally defrauding most of the viewers out there. I know a lot of people want to believe that he is what he is, but in actuality, only they know because they're living it. We're just watching from the outside. But again, you guys, Kimora did reveal that he is a fraud. And he's this super yoga-ish dude that is literally fooling the masses with his positive fucking energy. The fuck out of here. Excuse me, guys. I'm literally drained. So I'm going to end this here, but thank you for your time, your patience. If you want more of a deep dive, like I said, YouTube is the answer. You will find probably the full lives on each of these young ladies' posts and get all the information that you want and need. Gosh darn it. Every time I finish the video, I end up seeing a clip that I didn't see before. I just wanted to read this for you. Russell joins his daughter's live in the middle of her crying about a strange relationship, and he is all in there saying, I am sorry. I love you. Gaslight.
About this because I don't like to have trouble for my dad. I have defended him every which way about stuff that I don't even know about. I was like 15 not knowing what sexual assault was, and I'm still defending my dad. Like, my dad's a good person. I've been a good daughter my whole life. And so you're not gonna say that I'm ungrateful or awful. This man is awful to me. He has done awful things to me. And I'm so tired of it. And everyone just says, everyone loves your dad. Everyone you work with loves your dad. No one's gonna back you up. No one's gonna have you model for them because they all love your dad. And he's a terrible person. So if I never get any jobs ever again, then like, fine, I will go be a lawyer in the entertainment industry because I shouldn't have to lie or be bullied by a child. I have made so much.
And all of a sudden now the kids are brainwashed. All of a sudden now these young women who are grown women are babies. You know, they have their own relationship with you. You have your own not existent relationship with them. I'm just asking that you please leave us alone. You know, I've tried to go to lawyers and get help. I've tried to show all the crazy texts I've had to block. Like, you do crazy shit like send flowers to yourself and take a picture and post it on the gram and tell everybody I sent you flowers. Again, I have receipts of all of this. I have receipts from your office saying that you sent flowers to yourself without my permission. I have all of this. You guys have never seen it because it just doesn't warrant, it doesn't rise to that occasion. I mind my own business. But please don't attack my children. They've been through so much. Don't attack my family, which is supposed to be your family too. Don't do that because you're at rock bottom. I don't know. Hypothetically, you're at rock bottom. You've hit the bottom. I don't know. You're grasping at straws. I don't know if this is a money grab. I don't really know what this is. I think it's probably all of the above. I have to say I think and allegedly and all these things just so I can be, right in saying like my feelings and how I feel, what I think. But I met this person when I was in high school. My family, which is supposed to be,
and we all say, please stop, I don't want drama, I love my family, I'm sure we'll all work it out, it's gonna be okay, and I don't post anything because I want to have a peaceful family. But this is abusive at this point. And I really feel like my career is over, and it's fine, it's just and you threatened me with that too, so maybe my career is over. You know what? I used to work at a refugee camp. I'll do that again. I'll be a doctor. I don't give a fuck. And I can never get a job in entertainment again. But you cannot just abuse your kids behind closed doors and not take accountability. Maybe I'll regret this when I'm older and I wanted to be a model and now I can't be. I don't know. But you don't get to do this. You don't get to do this. I'm sorry. And something tells me deep down that I'm gonna.
Okay, I'm finally done. You guys, thank you for your time, your patience, your support. I kid you not, there's so many other clips that I wanted to share with you, but this would be like super long. So again, you can probably find the full videos on YouTube. Just go ahead and search. I hope that everybody involved seeks some sort of therapy, because just watching generational curses repeat themselves is just extremely sad, because it just doesn't end. It has to stop somewhere. So therapy is very important, you guys. It's time. It's time. Take mental health seriously. Peace.